Hello YouTube, welcome back to a brand new episode of Scifly on Wheels or SOW. I make videos every week, so if you are seeing this video, I welcome you to my channel, and I'm also live every Saturday 9:30 a.m. Central, where I talk about my aggressive skating journey and also do a live streaming of a FPV drone simulator. I started this channel with FPV drones and RC airplanes, but I have extended this to inline skating, specifically aggressive inline skating. Today I'm back at the skate park in the morning because it's getting really hot out here during the day, and I plan to do some grinds. I have been jumping on the picnic table in my backyard, and I think I have a pretty good practice of jumping onto the edge of the table. So I thought, maybe it's time to bring that skill to test by jumping on the side of the ledge. I'm freaking out, to be honest, because it's not the same thing. I had a softer landing at the picnic table in my backyard, but here I have to jump while rolling and then also land on a harder surface. So I know it's not going to be the same, but if I make one or two successful grinds today, I'll be really happy. Without further ado, let's get to the park. Let's get on the wheels and start rollerblading. I can do this while I'm not moving, but the challenge is to roll and then jump, and that's the scary part. It's really scary to commit to the jump, I've noticed, especially when you're moving, because you don't know if you're gonna land. And man, why is it so difficult? I've only tried two and I wanna go home, but that's not an option, because the only way to learn is to keep doing it. Hey! Oh yeah! That was a little bit of time. Out. Yeah, frankly speaking, it's harder than I thought, I thought I would be able to land it properly, but at the same time, it's less scary than I thought. Yeah, I'm falling, but with the gear and stuff, I seem to be doing okay. I'm falling with the controls so far. It looks more scary than it is. If you have some practice, then you're not gonna be like falling on your head. You will have some control on it. Yeah, we have to build it up. That's the way to do it. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, that was a tiny bit of, you know, like the whole sequence, jumping onto the ledge, grind, and then landing. And I can feel the soul grinding on the ledge, and I can already feel it. It's going to be so much exciting, but at the same time, I'm so much focused on the maneuver itself that, you know, it's hard for me to really enjoy that feeling yet. But I have a really good feeling about this. I'm so glad I showed up in the morning at a skate park and tried this. You know, it's a lot less scary now. I already tried it. That was the first time me trying the Meiju ever on the real ledge. Hey, I think this is already shaping up, and all that practice on a picnic table, that's really helping. That's helping a lot actually to build my confidence, but also land on the ledge. Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna take a break for now. Okay, I'm back from filming my wife's video, and I want to do some grind practice before I leave today. It's almost time, so I'm gonna do some grinds here and then leave. I'll change the angle for better lighting. Hopefully I can have some grinds that I can really be proud of, and then, you know, be happy about showing up today. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, wow. Yep. Yep. Ooh. Alright, guys. That was really awesome. I had a doubt that I was gonna be able to do a basic grind, and yeah, it's not perfect, but I think I know how to grind, you know, and I've been working towards this for a while now. It feels amazing. I feel like I'm a big boy and aggressive skating today. Oh my god. Yeah, this has not been easy. A lot of falls, and I know there is a lot more to go, but doesn't mean you cannot celebrate small wins. Today I am celebrating my first grind on a skate park on a ledge. So let me take this off. I'm sweating. The hardest part, I think, is still landing on the ledge. It's not about the landing itself, but like being committed to jump, especially when you are on speed. And that's hardest part, but I think speed actually helps because you can kind of adjust on the fly as well. What I'm a little bit surprised is that landing was not as scary and impactful on my toes. Maybe because I was, you know, jumping a shorter ledge, but I thought, you know, like the jumping back, jumping out or exit would actually, you know, make an impact on my foot, and I would feel it, and I would be tired because of that. And that did not happen at all. In fact, like every time, if I didn't fall or land on my hands, I was able to jump out, you know, fairly easily. Of course, I have to do a backside jump, which I need a little bit more practice for. But at the same time, man, I think most of that is, of course, landing on the ledge and getting over that fear of not landing on the ledge. and it took me a lot of jumping on the picnic table, but that was totally worth it because today I was doing a different game than before I could barely slide my one skate on the side of the ledge. I would struggle at that too sometimes. So it's a huge leap. So if you're out there watching this and you think something is scary, don't let that phase you out of doing it. Because everything looks scary at first, but if you put in consistent work and heart to it, then you can achieve it. And I am like confident on my skill and my ability to learn today, and that gives me more encouragement for doing these kind of things more in the future. And you will also feel the same when you have some progress to show. It gives you confidence to move forward. So that's the note I want to leave with today. I really appreciate you tuning in. Remember, I make videos and upload them every week on YouTube, and also I'm live with a FPV drone simulator, flying part of Scifly on wheels, as well as some discussion on inline experience of the week. So yeah, tune in, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe, because that's the best way to stay in touch with my new uploads and everything that's going on. And with that, I wanna log off. Have a great week and take care. Keep adventurous, keep following your passion. Bye bye, see you later.